After not speaking to my mum for 30 years, she sent me a text and asked me how to differentiate the inverse of the cosine function instead of asking where have I been. So essentially what this means is cos y equals x. So I've just represented the same thing again. So we can now differentiate this implicitly, which means that we're going to differentiate everything on the left-hand side by itself and everything on the right-hand side by itself. So we're going to have d dx, let's do cos y, which equals d dx x, because that's by itself. So we're going to use the product rule. So it's going to be minus sine y dy dx, which equals 1 if you're not familiar with the product rule. I'm not going to do it in this because it's just going to make it too long, but I do have a video on my channel. Just search for it, product rule, and explains how to do it. So we've taken that into the product rule. We've taken, the cos y to minus sine y dy dx using the product rule. And now let's get the dy dx by itself. So we're going to divide both sides by minus sine y. So therefore, you're going to get dy dx equals minus 1 over sine y. We're now going to use the next step. We're going to use the identity, substitute it in, rearrange, and we should be able to show what the inverse cosine function is differentiated. So the identity is sine squared y plus cos squared y equals 1. You should probably be pretty familiar with that. So if we take cos, what we had here, cos y equals x, and we square it all, you're going to get cos squared y equals x squared. So we can substitute that in there. So you're going to get sine squared y plus x squared, which equals 1. We subtract x squared from both sides, and you're going to get sine squared y, which is going to equal 1 minus x squared. We now, that means, if we square root both sides, what sine y is going to be. So sine y is going to be the square root of 1 minus x squared. We can now take this and substitute it in for here to get what the dy dx is. So that it's in terms of x, because remember, it's in terms of y at the moment. We don't want that. We don't want that. So let's sub that in. You're going to get dy dx, which is the differential of this function, as minus 1. That's the numerator. And then let's plug this in, 1 minus x squared. And we're done. So I really hope my mum watches this video and it answers any of the questions that you have for me. And if possible, could you actually call me? It's been a long time.